Hi children, next we go for short answer questions and answers. With this we can learn some concept. Okay, see now. The first one is, what is the force? Mention the effects of force. We all know that force is the push or a pull which makes a moving object at rest, or which will change the position of an object, shape of the object, size of the object whatsoever. Effects of force. Force can change the state of the motion of an object. Force can change the shape of and size of an object. Force can stop the moving body. Force can change the speed at which the object is moving. Distinguish between contact force and non-contact force. It is the force which acts directly on the body and it will have physical contact with the body, and there is no contact with the body. Without coming into contact, there will be force, that is non-contact force. Example for contact force is a frictional force, and the example for non-contact force is gravitational force. What are the consequential forces? Give any two examples. These are the forces that appear in an object after as a result of another force acting on it. Already the force should be on that object, then this consequential force will appear. When you stretch a spring, already we have stretched the spring, the force of tension that appears in it is a consequential force. At first we have stretched, that is applied force. When we press a ball against a wall, the force that appears in that ball due to the wall reacting to the applied force is consequential force. Ball will lower. When we apply rubber ball or whatsoever, it becomes, its size is going to be decreased when it press. When you remove that force, it will come back. Mention the forces that exist in nature, that is gravitational force, magnetic force, electric force, muscular force and even nuclear force. Likewise, we are having. Next one, define gravitational units of force and relate them. The gravitational units of force are kilogram force and gram force. 1 kilogram force is 9.8 Newton and 1 gram force is 0.0098 Newton. 1 kilogram force is equal to 1000 gram force. Define it. What is the weight of mass 2 grams in SI system? Weight is nothing but a force exerted by the earth on the body due to gravity. It is calculated as W is equals to mg. Here let us consider the gravity is 9.8 meter per second square, almost 10 meter per second square. So if the weight of the body is 2 grams in the sense 0.002 kg into 10, that is almost equal to, force is almost equal to 0.00196 or 0.002 newtons almost, that is 0.02 newtons. Write the nature of forces involved in the following cases. A cylinder is rolling on the ground. If the cylinder is rolling on the ground, frictional force comes into picture as well as the gravitational force acting downwards. A vertically projected stone. In case of vertically projected stone, the gravitational force will act downwards, while the muscular force, while projecting, we have to throw muscular force acting upwards. Muscular force will be in upward direction while throwing a stone, and the gravitational force will be in downward direction. Does the body exist without any force acting on it? No, never. Never the body exists without force, exert force or has a force acting on it by any other body, and thus there is no body in the universe without force. At least if there is no force, either at least gravitational force will be there on every body. So we cannot expect any body without force. Does a situation exist where two forces act on a body without affecting? Explain with example. That is called balanced force. So if there is a book here, if you apply same kind of force in the opposite directions, the book will be there itself. Okay, same quantity of force, that is 10 Newton. So this is one of the example. Next one, from the figure, analyze the situation and explain the nature of forces, right? A to B. A and B exert equal force among them. These forces are contact forces due to interaction between two bodies, and these are equal forces, so that is a balanced force, and the body does not move. Next, a suspended block. It has a tension due to the string pulled it top. String will pull the in top, and the gravitational force will be in downward direction. Earth pull. These two forces are tension and gravitation, respectively. Next one, due to the forces like gravitation, electric, magnetic forces affect each other. If not, why? Do the forces they will affect each other? Number one, no. The forces like gravitational, electric and magnetic force do not affect each other, because one force will never affect the second force. This is because these forces arises from different sources. Gravitational force will arise due to masses. Electric force will arise due to electric charges and occurs between the charged bodies, this electric force. Magnetic force occurs due to the magnets and the charges which are in motion. Okay, electric charges which are in motion. So there is no affection between any of the force. Next one, is there any difference between mass and weight? Yes. What is the difference? Mass is the amount of matter in an object. In an object, how much amount of matter is present? That is mass. It is a scalar quantity and it remains all over the world. You measure anywhere in the universe, this mass never changes. But weight is one kind of force. Okay, weight is a force, or weight is a gravity. Due to gravity, we are going to calculate weight. It is a vector quantity and depends on local gravitational field strength. I mean, gravity is going to be changed from place to place. So mass is an intrinsic property. Intrinsic property in the sense, it is a property which is present inside the body, is called intrinsic property. Whereas weight is a gravitational force acting on it. They both are not same, they are different. Okay children, I think in the past classes at one particular place I told you mass and weight are same, almost same. But on that day I told you I will give you clarity between these two. So this is the clarity. Alright. Next one. Write a situation where action reaction forces does not exist. Almost on the earth you will feel both action reaction forces. You won't get the force single on the earth. But in other cases, in outer space far from celestial body, action reaction forces does not exist. This is because there is no external object to exert a force or to react to a force applied by an astronaut inside the spacecraft. So there we can expect, there where we cannot expect the gravitational force there. So there in such situation we can expect action reaction pair does not exist. But on the earth, almost all places we will feel action reaction force. Next one, there are four forces acting on a block such as in this, and the magnitude of the resultant force. See, upward force and downward force are same, so there is no need to calculate that. This cancels with this. So here in this particular direction, left direction 80 and right side 150. So 150 minus 80 is 70. Overall 70 Newton force to right. Likewise we can calculate. Next thing is, what is mechanical force? Write the two examples. Mechanical force is the force that involves physical contact between the objects. It is applied through either push, pull, causing an object to move, stop, changing. See here this one. Pushing a car is mechanical force. Lifting a box or pulling it upwards is a mechanical force. Thank you children. We will meet in the next class. Likewise, you try to listen the conceptual questions. You will definitely get the good subject. Thank you children. Bye.